Well, like I said, I'll be praying for you. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 1, test. Test. Alright, let's go get started. Yeah. Alright, let's warm it up a little bit, hands on the hips. Rotate your neck, side to side. Ah, good. Set. Head. Set. Set. Go. Good. Hold. Good. Up and down. Ah, good. Set. Head. Set. Set. Go. Good. Hold. Good. Rotate your hips in a circle. Ah, good. Set. Head. Set. Set. Go. Good. Hold. Good. The other way. Hana. Good. Set. Head. Set. Set. Go. Good. Hold. Good. Keep together now. Hands on your knees. Rotate your knees. Hana. Good. Set. Head. Set. Set. Go. Good. Hold. Good. Other way. Hana. Good. Set. Head. Set. Set. Go. Good. Hold. Good. Now bring your left leg up behind you, right hand grabs your foot. Get that balance for me. And then slowly lean forward. Try to lift your left knee up as high as you can. Ah! Good. Set. Head. Set. Set. Go. Good. Hold. Good. And other side. Feet. Your balance. And then slowly lean forward. Ah. Good. Set. 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 Go. Good. Hop. Good. And relax. So your feet 2 shoulders apart, face right. Let your head to your leg, hold that straight for me. Ha! Good. Set. 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 Go. Good. Hop. Good. And up. Other side. Same thing. Ah. Good. Set. 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 Go. Good. Hop. Good. And go ahead and sit down for me, please. Legs open up as wide as you can. Turn to your left, reach over with your right hand, try and touch your toes. Ah. Good. Set. 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 Go. Good. Hop. Good. And other side. Same thing, please. Ah. Good. Set. 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 Go. Good. Hop. Good. And to the middle now. Turn your elbows and your forehead all the way to the ground. Ah. Good. Set. 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 Go. Good. Hop. Good. And bring your feet together, legs straight out in front. Reach forward, try and touch your toes for me, please. Ah. Good. Set. 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 Go. Good. Hop. Good. And up. Palms of the feet together now. Butterfly stretch. Push your knees all the way to the floor. Ah. Good. Set. 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 Go. Good. Hop. Good. And all right, then practice some sit-ups, please. Sit-ups. All right, ready? She's up. Try to get 30 or more. More seconds. All right, good. And go ahead and stand up, turn around, pick the elbows. All right, here, 3, back in the fighting stance. Thank you. All right, come here. Let's start off with some side kicks, please. Side kick, back to punch. Blue belts up. Let's do a double side kick, back to punch, double side. Ready? Turn around, goes up. Remember, blue belts up, it's a half pivot on the first kick, and then a full pivot on the second kick, right? So half pivot one, bring it in, full pivot two for that second. Ready? Up! Good! Turn around, go up! All right. Yellow belts again, Mr. Again. Side kicks, please. Everyone else this time, let's do some reverse side kicks. Reverse side kicks. Mr. Hammer, Mr. Biles, reverse double side kick, please. Reverse double side kick. Low and high. Mr. Nirab, Mr. Tucker, jump reverse side kick, please. Ready? Good! Around, goes up! Around, goes up! Around, goes up! Turn around, goes up! All right, Mr. Here again, side kick. Mr. Jacob, reverse side kick, please. Green belts and up, let's do hook kicks. Hook kicks this time. Blue belts and up, we're doing roundhouse hook kick. Low roundhouse and then face level hook kick. Double kick. Ready? Hook kicks. Good. Turn around. He goes up. Goes up. Turn around, he goes up. Turn around, he goes up. All right, come here, let's do two kicks now. So let's do side kick, roundhouse kick, everyone. Side kick, roundhouse kick. Back to punch. Blue belts and up, double side kick, double roundhouse kick. Double side kick, double roundhouse kick. Mr. Tucker, Mr. Nirab, jumping side kick, jumping roundhouse kick. Jumping side, jumping roundhouse. Ready? Your kicks. Come on! There you go, sir. Good. Turn around. He goes up. Good. Side, double roundhouse kick. Mr. Hammer's going to be double side kick, double roundhouse kick. Double side, double roundhouse. Turn around. He goes up. Right leg, left leg. Turn around. He goes up. Left leg and right leg. Turn around. He goes up. Turn around, Everyone else this time. Side kick, reverse side kick, please. Side kick, reverse side kick. Nice hand punch. Mr. Hammer, Mr. Biles. Double side kick, reverse double side kick. Double side kick, reverse double side kick. Nice hand punch. Mr. Nira, Mr. Tucker. Jumping side kick, jumping reverse side kick. Nice hand punch. Ready, your kicks. Ah! Side kick and reverse side. Turn around. Turn around. Good. Very good. Turn around. This time from here, Mr. Amir, same thing. Side kick, roundhouse kick. Mr. Jacob, same thing, please. Alright, side kick, reverse side kick. Green belts and up. Side kick. Or excuse me, reverse side kick, hook kick. Reverse side kick, hook kick. Back to punch, please. Mr. Biles, Mr. Hammer. Reverse double side kick, roundhouse hook kick. Reverse double side kick, roundhouse hook kick. Back to punch. Mr. Nira, Mr. Tucker. Jump reverse side kick, roundhouse hook kick. Jump reverse side kick, roundhouse hook kick. All right, ready? Your two kicks. Ha! Around. Okay, turn around. Turn around. All right, from here this time, let's do front kick, side kick, roundhouse kick, please. Front kick, side kick, roundhouse kick. Punch. Mr. Hammer, Mr. Biles, double front, double side, double roundhouse kick, double each kick. Mr. Tucker, Mr. Nira, jumping front, jumping side, jumping roundhouse kick. One for each kick. Ready? Front kick, side kick, roundhouse kick. Turn around, front kick, side kick, roundhouse kick. Turn around, front kick, side kick, and roundhouse kick. Turn around, switching feet, again, Mr. Hammer, get the first kick a little bit more forward versus down. All right, so try to get into that first kick around your knee level. Makes the second one a little bit harder to get high, but I don't want you to kick more out in front. I don't want you to end up accidentally stubbing your toe because you're kicking low. So, okay. Turn around. Turn around. around, he goes, oh! All right, Mr. Here, same thing. Front kick, side kick, roundhouse kick, please. Senior yellow belts. Senior yellow belts enough this time. We're going to do side kick, reverse side kick, roundhouse kick. Side kick, reverse side kick, roundhouse kick. Time to punch. Mr. Biles, Mr. Hammer, double each kick. Double side kick, double reverse side kick, double roundhouse kick. Double side kick, double reverse side kick, double roundhouse kick. All right, and Mr. Tucker and Mr. Neerab make all three reach jumping kicks. Okay? Ready, your kick. Ha! Side kick, reverse side kick, roundhouse kick. Around, goes up. Good. Side kick, reverse side kick, and then roundhouse kick. Around, goes up. Ready, set. Reverse side kick, and then roundhouse. Good job. Come around, goes up. Set. Switch your feet. Go! Hana! Good, sir. Good, Mr. Hammer. Good. And around. Hey! And around. Set! Alright, turn around, we go to the everyone, come on. Back to your new position and show. Relax. Go ahead and take a break. Here's the time. All right, Mr. Hammer, you there, sir? All right. All right. So we're going to start with taking Yuchang today. Taking Yuchang. Kind of go through it in detail just a little bit so you guys can kind of remember. So from here to me, take Yuchang. Ready? On my count? No! Front stance, low block. All right. Front kick, bring it back to back stance. Good! Forearm block. So remember when you do your forearm block, right? We're not trying to get it from the hip to the end point in a straight line. And what we want to try to do is we want to try to bring it up in a circular motion like the knife hand. So you want to bring that hand up the back side of your arm and then across. It's exactly like the knife hand. So you're bringing up the opposite shoulder and then around and across. Okay? Instead of just bringing it straight forward. Okay? So think of it in that circular motion, in that turning motion. So then from here, you're going to pivot on that left foot. Slide your right foot up and little steps up the other way, Mr. Hammer. Sorry, I got you all mixed up, so you're this way. There you go. Don't move the foot, though. You're just pivoting on the foot. So go back, sir. So you're here, right? You're just pivoting on that left foot, turning to your right. There you go. Okay. Ready, and then you do a front kick and bring it back. Ah! Same thing. That circular motion, good. Okay. Left foot forward, right circular knife hand. Ah! So this one comes down and around, big circle. It'll be your right hand, sir. Mr. Hammer. I know it's been a while. Normally I have a camera. We post it to YouTube and everything too, you know, that's it. No problem. All right, from here. You're in your front stance position. Right leg roundhouse kick. One, put it down in a front stance length and then step to the side. High forearm block line. So this forearm block is high. So the fish should be eye level. Normally forearm block is at shoulder level, like you did after the front kicks at the very beginning. This one here is going to be high. Eye level for the fist. Middle punch. And then we're going to do a front kick, punch. Landing in a front stance. Okay, same thing to the other side. So, turn to the camera and around. Forearm block punch. Front kick punch, front stance. From here, now bring your left foot back to your parallel stance or your chubby stance. Whoa! So from here, cross your arms. Make sure the left hand is closest to the camera. Okay, your left hand, or on the outside. Now, when you come down, basically you're going to keep your elbows in the same spot. All right? You're just going to rotate the wrists. Rotate the wrists so that they go straight, and they'll be like a really stiff chubby position, and then around to the side. Okay, so it's this motion here. Take about 5 seconds to get to that point. So, all right. Then from here, right foot forward, left circular knife hand. Then left leg roundhouse kicking. Yep. Place it down and turn. Front stance. Just like the beginning. Low block. Front kick. Bring it back to back stance. Forearm block. Other side. Shift. Front stance. Good. Front kick. Bring it back to back stance. Forearm. Right foot steps away from the camera, looking at the camera. Double knife hand guarding block. I'm looking forward. So remember your double knife hand guarding block. It's 2 motions. That knife hand, if you're doing a single knife hand block, right, it's going to be a circular motion. All right? The other hand, that backhand just comes straight across. Okay, so it's going to look like this. 1. So this is straight, this one's circle. Okay? We don't want both to be straight, we don't want both to be circle. Takes a little coordination here. Alright, so you want to make sure, right? Start low, come up and around, the other one starts kind of high, and just straight across. Okay? Same thing once again, keep your hands there as you step back, right? You're just going to shift this hand, the hand that's at your chest, down to the belt. That way you can make that full motion, that circle. Good! And 2. All right. And then from here, you're going to step back into a front stance. Side palm punch. This side palm comes out just like your outside any blocking movement, all right? So really wide, way out here. All right? So Mr. Hammer, Mr. Bob, just imagine that you're spanking your kids. Right? This is the hand spank motion. Right? Spank, right? Spank like you mean it. Not just risky stuff. All right, ready? One more time. The backside palm punch. Now, if you did this correctly and the stances are consistent, back foot should be on that red or on the line that you started on. Front foot comes back to your jumping position. For most people, they finish usually behind where they started. And that's because with the roundhouse kicks, moving forward, you forget, you put it down too close. So you do your roundhouse kick, you put it down too close before you move into your next movement. You want to make sure that roundhouse kick, after you kick, place it down about a front stance length before you go into your next movement on both roundhouse kicks. Okay? All right. So I'm going to let you work on U-Chop for just a little bit. Okay? All that detail is a lot of information. Okay? You want to work on that just a little bit. All right? Yep. Yeah. You're getting there. Yeah, it's getting there, Mr. Hammer. Yeah. Very tricky. You see? Yeah. Remember your, yes, there you go, yeah. So, Mr. Hammer, this gets a little bit confusing. So from here, to after the first one, when you step back, you see how I just kind of transition when I just step back, I keep it right there, like I'm gonna do a double knife into the other side. All right, the only difference is I'm going to pull forward. Yes. Yeah, so once you're in there, you just step back, pull forward. Yeah, I know the circles kind of got you off a little bit, that circular motion. So this one has a lot of that circular motion because you got the forearm block that does that same motion. The knife hand block will do the same motion, right? Will become, down and around, same motion. So it's just with the opposite hand and leg when we do that circular knife hand. But it's that same motion. So you just want to think, I want to bring it, if it's my right hand, I want to bring it up my left shoulder and then come across. Right? And then if it's my left hand, bring it up my right shoulder and roll across. And that's the same with that forearm block. It's the exact same thing. Any questions, sir? Right on. questions on the progress? Here, any questions? Front stances and back stances, with the exception of your parallel stance. And you do this here and then at the very beginning, obviously at the end. Mr. Hammer, any questions, sir? Okay, good. All right, let's move on to take a chair jump. Chair jump, right? 2 new stances and take a chair jump. So at this point right now, you know your basic, right? Your attention or your flow stance, your chungi or your ready stance, your narani shogi, your walking stance, right? Which is your akugi, or excuse me, apsogi, your front stance, your akugi, your horse riding stance, your chunsugi, your back stance, your kikugi, right? So now here we've got you got the left and right stance, oro shogi, one shogi, and take a ojang, right? That's that short back stance looking stance. Okay? Now we got Poomsae, which is your tiger stance, and then your Moa Sogi, which is your close stance. Okay? Close stance there. Alright, so from here, 2 big. So your first movement, when we turn into that tiger stance, we want to make sure that our feet are 2 foot lengths deep. So back foot, front foot. Right? The heel of the front foot is in line with the big toe of your back foot. Okay? So it's 2 feet, right? It's like two steps basically, like this. Okay? Back foot is angled just a little bit. Right? You're going to bend both knees and you're going to lift your front heel. Okay? So what we're trying to do is we're trying to keep our hip and our heel, back heel, in line. The knee obviously comes forward. Right? So we don't want to do this. This is not a tiger stance. Right? Because the back knee is straight. We need to bend and sit down into this. Now, there's a purpose for this. The reason why you bend your knee is to prevent an attack, like a front kick going up into your groin region. So the knee serves as a barrier. It protects. So as you can see here, it closes it up versus if I was just doing a back leg this way, right? If I was just doing it this way, I could get struck here. When I bring my knee in, it compresses that space, so it protects that groin region from getting a front kick. All right? So that's why it's kind of you sitting into it. So, all right? So as you do this, right, you're going to do that side palm, right? The child spanking motion. All right? So 1. All right? And then front kick them back. Good. Back to your tiger stance. So a lot of times when you kick and you put it back, you tend to make that stance a lot deeper than it should be. Right? It's got to come right back to where you started. Okay? And then pivot on that left foot, turn to your right and do the same thing. Set. Gotta have it. Alright? And then front kick and back. Set. Once again, back 2 spaces, right? You gotta be able to drop it down right where it's at. Now you also want to make sure that the ball of your feet, both balls of your feet, right foot and left foot, should be on separate lines. Okay, not on the same line. They should not be on the same line. Okay? All right, so now left foot moves forward, back stance, low double knife hand. So this double knife hand movement is straight. It just goes, both of them are straight. Okay? 1. There's no circle to this one because it's going down. So this comes just like your down block motion or your low block motion, so it's just straight. 1. And then you step up and do another one. Good. And you're in a back stance, obviously, here. Once again, now we shift with that left foot into a tiger stance again. Side palm, back fist. So your side palm is assisted underneath, right? Underneath the elbow. So when you do your side palm, it's a palm block to the chest, to the midsection of the chest. So it's kind of low here. Okay, then you bring it to the shoulder. So I bring my right hand to my left shoulder. I raise up my hand and then I go up to the nose for that back fist. So because it's assisted, make sure that lower hand, that left hand is a fist. It's fisted underneath the elbow. It's an assisting movement, so not an open hand movement. It's a fisted movement. Okay? So side palm, back fist. Pivot on your left foot, turn to the right and do the same thing. Side palm, back fist. Chest to nose. Okay, a lot of people mistake this part here. So we're in that tiger stance now. What you're going to do is you're going to pivot on your right foot. You're going to bring your left foot in. So the rear foot is going to step into your close stance. What you're going to do now is make a fist with your right hand, make a C with your left hand, and place it over that fist. Okay? You're going to come up your chest, kind of like when you do that beginning part of that chumbi. Bring it up, and then you rotate the wrist, and you bring it forward. So it's about mouth height here. This is the aiming position from the side view. Okay? That far. So it's going to come in and forward. Okay. All right. Now from here, your scissor blocks or your kalimaki. You're going to step forward with the left leg. Left hand high, and then right hand high. So it's a inside out block and a low block or a down block motion. So from here, I'm going to come up, left hand high, 1, and then right hand, 2. Okay, and then, so first count, then you're going to do both. So when you step, it's 1, 2. And so you notice here, this top hand, it's a 90-degree angle. Okay? And then you just rotate it down for the down block. So 1, 2. Same thing here, 1, 2. They cross. 1, 2. So you're kind of, think about you're trying to cut the inside of the opposite elbow, right? You have like a knife in this hand, you're slicing the inside of the elbow. Slice, slice. That's the motion. Okay? Alright. So it's not wristy at all. It's whole arm, from elbow to wrist. Okay, so don't do anything where you're kind of manipulating your wrist. Right? Don't do any of this kind of stuff. Okay? And don't raise your wrists, right? Right? It's not this. Okay? It's not this. Keep your elbows kind of still. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay? So these are kind of like blades of a scissor. That's why they call it a scissor block. So just think 2 blades of a scissor kind of cutting, slicing. Right? So you did the left hand high, right hand high. And then you step forward with the right leg, switch your hands, and do it again. Right hand high, left hand high. So you got to reverse the motion. Okay? And then what we're going to do is we'll pivot on that right foot, turn to your left, spread block. Make sure that the left hand is on the outside here. 1, and then pull across and down. So here, this is, right, 90-degree angle here. Right, this is like the front part of your fighting stance, your guarding block, right? So, right, if I was to do a fighting stance, right, this angle here on that front hand is what this should be with both hands, this spread block, okay? So it's both bent, 90-degree angle, hands up front. Okay. Now from here, the motion is, you're in front stance here, all you're going to do is straighten out the arms. So what that does is when you straighten out the arms, bring those hands up to a little bit past shoulder, above shoulder. You're grabbing the shoulders, you're going to pull down on those shoulders, bring your knee up into the person's chest as you're pulling them down. So you're going to pull straight down. Right? So don't pull back towards you. Don't pull back towards your hips. Bring that straight down. So imagine you got one of those windows that you have to kind of push up and pull down, it's the same motion. You're just bringing it straight down. So the hands were up there up in front, they come straight down when you bring the knee up. One. Okay? Then we hop forward into our cross stance, or back cross stance. So right foot goes flat, left foot up on the toes, upset punch. All right? Double upset punch. So this motion here. Right? Slide the right leg back, bring the hands up by your left shoulder. Right hand on the outside, and come down, X block. So your X block position, right, is like this. So your fists are sideways, not flat. They're sideways. All right? And so your hands, the forearms should be crossed. The middle of your forearm should be crossed. A lot of people do it just right at the wrist. Incorrect. It should be at the forearms. Okay. Now from here, keep your hands exactly where they're at right now. So when you pivot to the right, away from the camera, they're going to stay right there, and then they're just going to open up. So it's already set. Okay? So you're going to front stance again. Pull this lines down, one. And then hop forward. Good. And then shift back. And come down. Left hand up on the bottom this time. So slide back with the right leg, and then your X block with the left hand. Left hand on the bottom. Go ahead and slide back, Mr. Hammer. I'm sorry. So go ahead and slide back and do the slide back. So you got to move your right leg back behind. Because you did the uppercut. So slide the right leg back. All right. You're in a front stance. There. So slide, move your left leg back to this side, sir. Okay, good. All right, so now from here, we're going to turn to the back of our room, right? Walking stance, back fist. So this is walking stance. These are our short stances, right? Now we're going to do that crescent kick motion. When you do this crescent kick, you want to bring it up straight up like an axe kick. So normally when we do crescent kick, I teach you to kind of throw the axe kick way out to the side and around. In this particular instance, we're going to go straight up, in, and then down. So bring it up like an axe kick, kick your hand, and then come down. Okay? All right, you're in a horse riding stance here. And then from here, we're going to pivot now. So from here, we're going to step out with the front leg. So from here, front foot steps out, and then back foot slides up to make that walking stance. So step out, slide up, walking stance, back fist. And then same thing, crescent kick, elbow. Straight up, and around, and then two. Horse riding stance. Now stay in that horse riding stance. Bring that left hand across the body and out to that knife hand block. Good. And then from there, punch and kia. Side punch. Punch from your waist. Oh, back to your two position. And that right foot should have been where you started. Left foot should come back to 2B. There's a lot of detail in that, so I'll let you kind of marinate on that. We'll hit that again next class. So, all right, a lot of detail in that particular one. And your cat is not impressed, Mr. Hammer. Just letting you know, he is not impressed. All right, let's go ahead and line my coat, please. First up. Line back up. All right, from here, get up, your feet, and come in. Have a good night. We will see you next class. Good job. Great job, Mr. Hammer. Well, are you going to be in tomorrow with the kids, or is it just going to be the kids?
It just might be the kids. It all depends on when I get out of the office.
Okay. All right, sounds good, sir.
How come my dad's phone is closed?
Have a good night, sir.